ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय। मृत्यवे ब्रह्मविद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च यदेवेह तदमुत्र यदमुत्र तदन्विह मृत्योः समृत्युमाप्नोति य इह नानेव पश्यति। मृत्योः मृत्युमाप्नोति यह इह नाना इव पश्यति। कस्मात् सत्यम किम, what is the truth? The truth is
both are same.
Huh?
Both are same.
Yeah. So, yad iha tad amutra. And yad amutra, whatever is that, tad anu. Anu means tadeva iha nama rupa karya karana upadim anu vibhavyamanam. It shines in the body-mind complex of each jiva that are here, which shines as an existence in whatever that is over here. That is Anu. Now, there may be a doubt. There are certain schools who claim, what? True, it is same, but there is a fraction within you, not total. Yad amutra, what is there in Ishvara, is a total consciousness, and you are small consciousness, little consciousness. You are part of it. And they quote this shloka, Mamevamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana. So there is a amsha. That is not true. Cannot be amsha. There cannot be, like what they say in English, there is a spark of consciousness in each one of us. And they quote some mantra about the fire. Agniryathayiko bhuvanam pravishya rupam rupam pratirupo bhakuva, etc. That fire, that fragment, there are different sparks of the fire that come out. So also, there is only spark within us, which is not true, and that is not possible also. For a reason, that which is limitless cannot be divided. Limitless means limitless in space also. In other words, limitless vastu is beyond space, much more than space. Since it is beyond space, it is limitless. And therefore, it cannot be divided. Limitless vastu, being beyond space, has to be formless. If it has a form, then that form should be apparent, cannot be real. Why? Any form is limited. Suppose he is in the form of a man, that means he is not others. He is limited, vastutva limitations. Even if he is Virat Rupa, that Virat Rupa all right, but excludes me, That's what happened to Arjuna. Arjuna saw Virat Purusha, Ishvara. But then, having seen that Virat Purusha, what did he see? He saw himself to be separate from Virat. And therefore there was a fear. Oh, Bhitosmi, I am afraid of you. You are devouring the whole world, because saw himself to be separate. However big it may be, then it cannot exclude me. Then only it is limitless. Otherwise, each one of us tells, I say, I am not limitless. He says, he is not, you say, you are not, everybody says no. So limitless is very little, limitless left out. Because each one negating, I am not, I am not, I am not. So limitless thing cannot be created. One, if it is, it is. It cannot be divided as well. And it should include me. I am included in limitless. And when you say limitless, and you still say you are a fraction of it, you are a part of it, that means this much is here, outside is different. Or you say, no, outside is everywhere and inside is there. That means in between the dividing line is not like even space. Inside there is a space, outside is also space, in between also space. It is not that the space is divided. It appears to be divided, but it cannot be divided. The divisions in space is apparent. Other day I had mentioned people building apartments, high-risers. They build high-riser, 20 story, 30 story. They go on building the floors. And then they make walls in between. Then they say, this is drawing room space, this is kitchen space, this is bedroom space, blah, blah, blah. But this is apparently called as that. As such, there is no drawing room space, it is total space. Whole apartment is within the space. How can be separate space within it? And as I said, formless vastu cannot be divided, and if at all divided, it is only apparent division. Atma Tattvam is all pervasive. So is amshaha eva amshaha. Appears as a part, but it is not that. Swarupatah, by nature, it is not in any which way different from the total. Okay? Amshaha iva. And if he sees that, what happens to that? One who sees anyaha. What does he say? Parasmad anyoham mattaha anyat param brahma. I am different from param brahma. And param brahma is different from me. That is called nana iva pashyati. Nana upalabhyamanam. That means sees varieties, sees many. Who sees this many? He says, Upadi swabhava bhed drashti lakshanaya avidya. One who sees because of ignorance. I have told earlier also, ignorance is not simply not knowing the vastu, ignorance is knowing the vastu otherwise. What is otherwise? Because of the self-ignorance, because of Atma Agnanam, I take myself to be Anatma. The self is taken to be non-self. What is a self? Sakshi, witness, who is Satchidananda. That Satchidananda is taken as what? Body-mind complex. Body-mind complex is construed as I am this. That is called Upadhi Swabhava. Once I take myself to be body-mind complex, then there is a Bheda. Then I become limited. It is like a wave taking itself to be different from ocean. When does it take to be different from ocean? When it takes itself to that size, limits to the size of the wave, height, length, and whatever. Then it is limited. Her identity, I-ness, is in Namarupa. But when it knows I am H2O, water, it is not separate from ocean. Even while the wave takes, oh, I am different from ocean and ocean is different from me, it is non-separate. And then when it takes itself to be different, as a different entity other than ocean, that means there are other waves also. Nana, there are big waves, small waves, breakers, surfing waves, etc., etc. And when there is a fever, the wave behind me may crush me, let me crush the wave in the front of me. All that duality problem, Dvaita, Bhayam. That Bhaya is there, and therefore it is said, Mrutyoho Mrutyum Apnoti, goes from death to death. That can be interpreted in both ways. Because when he sees oneself as independent, as individual, when I see myself as an individual, then I am a karta bhokta. The definition of jiva is karta. Definition of jiva is bhokta. That is ahankara. Ahankara is not something else. To consider myself as karta bhokta is ahankara. This ahankari, he is a karta. This jiva is a karta. The individual is a karta. Being karta, whatever karma he or she does, karma phala comes to him. Does karma for what? For bhoga. And as I explained earlier, bhoga, he does bhoga for what? Bhoga becomes a seed for new karma. So the cycle, the accumulation of karma phalas keeps the cycle moving of what? Birth and death. Here he says, Mrutyoho Mrutyum Apnoti, means see, one who sees plurality goes from one death to another death. Means in between birth. And what does it mean? From one dukkha to another dukkha. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanudarsha. Birth is full of dukkha. Before birth is also dukkha. Fellow is incubator in the womb doing all your... See, people like yoga because the jiva, when he was a baby here, has done yogasana only inside. so likes to do yogasana. Poor fellow is turning this way, that way, goes on. And then having born also helpless, hapless creature, this baby. We think it is nice to be child, but child doesn't want to be child. Because he is helpless. Every time he needs mom, and mom has her own moods. Mom has her own engagements and commitments, and it is not available. So it's helplessness. All the way, dukkha. And by the time 30 starts, 25, 30, there is all problem at the office level, family level. In between, physically, slowly some disease keep keeping. By 40s and 50s, some disease give him company because he feels lonely. It is called middle age crisis. And when the fellow is healthy, physically healthy, dil ka daura pad jata hai. There is some heart attack. Somebody didn't smile, somebody didn't reply my message, he didn't send the emoji, or emotional issues. When physically you are healthy, then there are emotional issues. And after 45, 40s, there are both issues, emotional and physical. So Mrityu is a symbol of dukkha. Mrityoho mrityum. From one dukkha to another dukkha. See, it is double-edged weapon, human birth. Animals don't have developed pantahkarana. Their mind is not developed. They don't have developed buddhi. So what happens? They have only physical issues of security, food, shelter, and propagation, their species. That's all the problem is. If security provided, shelter is provided, same thing. Food is provided, like pet dogs and cats and any pet animal. There is no issue. Their biological urges, they take some operations and remove the hormonal issues. They are happy, relaxed. They will relax. The dog will be relaxed in the whole home. Every day, he is a king moving around. The master, Kanti, the secretary, the master has to run around. I don't know whether I told you this or not. When if about somewhere in 2004 or 5, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't remember. 15, 17 years ago, I was invited for some 2 days talks in Bombay. 3 days, evening talk. In a memory of somebody, sponsored, I was received. There was an afternoon. I'm sorry, I don't like to do this, but I have to do. That minister was expected to come at 5:30 or so. Just now I received a message, they will land up by 4:50. Now with this, he will be having entourage. I have not given instruction to Neeta for some tea, coffee, etc. Mittal na karna. Mittal na પૂછી લે. એ ત્યાં છે. એટલે જ તને કહું તારામાં છે. So I was received at the airport by the lady of the home and reached evening 3:34, happened to have afternoon flight and then went home and the husband was not there. Freshened up and we went for talk and they were there, both of them, and talk was received and brought me home and had dinner and they said, tomorrow if you're okay, I may invite my friends and for dinner and we can have satsang, blah, blah. I said, okay. Morning I woke up at 8 o'clock. I was ready by 8, not woke up at 8. I was ready by 8 and there was nobody. It was all quiet except 2 servants and the dog. I was received by the dog and I said, this is sir, what do you want? Madam will wake up a little later. She has gone for bath and she will come. It was early morning too for her. So by 8:30 she came and gave me breakfast and by the time I finished breakfast, he came rushing and I'm getting late and sorry Swamiji, I have some important meeting and pushed down. It was a beautiful 5-bedroom apartment, flat, across the sea. Very nice. And they had given me a nice room from my balcony. I could watch the sea and keep it open. So then he went and then after giving me breakfast and chatting, she said, Swamiji, I am also working. I will also have to go. These servants, 1 cook and 2 servants are at home and a driver and a car is there. If you want, you can go anywhere. Then at 12:31, I had a darshanam of the prince of the home. Because his Mangala, his morning, good morning happened at 12. Because he was a party guy. Bombay. There is a song, Bombay se aaya mera dost, raat ko khao piyo, din ko aaram karo. My friend has come from Bombay. Take rest during the day, at night make merry and party. So he had come at a Brahma Murtam from party, having had Ishwar Darshanam. He must have come. I said, "Hello, Swamiji, good morning." I said, "Okay, good morning." I said, "Keep away, I don't want fragrance." Disappeared. She came running at 4:30 or something. Took me talk, we had a guest, same routine next day. All these days, the dog was there in the home, wagging tail and expecting some love from me. Those days, I had my own work, so I just got out, some writing and all that. I said, go get lost. So then he would go. The next third day I discovered that whole day where was dog? He was in a master bedroom. King size bed. The master bedroom was 18 by 16 feet in Bombay. You know the cost. And he was beautiful. I happened, dog took me there. They didn't take me. I saw the house. And the fellow was relaxing. Then I asked the servant, where does he sleep at night? He sleeps here only, along with the master and mistress. And he sleeps in his own way. They have to adjust. Madam loves the dog. She wants a dog. I said, she loves to have one or two, because both sides, she must be having. He said, no, we have only one dog. Then I had a question. Gujarati hadkayu kutru. A dog with a rabies cannot stay. He will move from one place to other. Who is a dog? This four-legged animal or they? Since morning they are running like the dog. Office and phone calls and tension and business and this fellow is enjoying. He is living in a 5-bedroom house, centrally air-conditioned, 2 servants at his service, 1 cook at his service, and all luxurious sedan at his service. When it has to answer the call of the nature, there was special car for the dog. This is a human problem. You have mind and intellect that creates, it's a beautiful instrument for moksha, for dharma. At the same time, it can create restlessness and tension and the stress and emotional issues and cognitive issues. That can create, you are helpless. So, mrutyosya mrutyum apnoti. It has only physical issues. Security, food and biological urges. Or when satisfied, it can enjoy or at least it can relax. Even our street dog will sit under a shade of a tree and relax. But human mind cannot relax. Look at my cows. Relaxing. Free. And people send all kinds of WhatsApp messages. You get peace when you cuddle a cow. You are released from stress if you cuddle a cow. Why you create a stress and then go to cow? Then just be like a cow. Enjoy what you have. This is a dukkha. See, there's compulsive pursuits. Compulsion. to do, to achieve, that compulsive restlessness implies some problem within. It is not simply problem of food and shelter. We used to study in civic science. The government's job is to provide food, clothing and shelter. Those days clothing was not there. Gandhiji wear only one piece of cloth because of lack of clothing. But government gives food, government gives clothing, government, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, you have a house, and this Aadhaar Ma card, you have medical facilities, still can't sit. Human dukkha. The pressure is dukkha. Any helplessness is dukkha. Child is dukhi because it is helpless. The helplessness in childhood is physical and to some extent emotional, needs mom for security. But when you grow up, there is no physical helplessness. There is no emotional helplessness. There is helplessness, yes, emotional, because of your hurts and guilt and anger and frustration and jealousy and all that. And helplessness, cognitive helplessness. I have to become something. I have to be of this status. I have to be of this position, without which I have no self-identity. People must recognize. That means only when people recognize you, you recognize yourself. That you don't have self-recognition, you don't have self-worth. What use it is? That is mrityu. Mrityoho mrityum apnoti, as they say in English, from frying pan to fire, from one dukkha to another. This is so vivid today. When we grew up, there was a problems of survival. Enough food, enough clothing, enough shelter, enough roads. Nothing was there. It was all light, electricity was not there, the mosquito repellents were not there. Now it is so much, I can't imagine. When I went to ashram, the family thought he must be in some forest, he will be wearing only one cloth, food would be limited because tapasya, studying under the tree like that. Now everywhere lecture hall is air conditioned. And the rooms are air conditioned, ashram rooms. To go to university on a cycle was a big status. And that too cycle, parampara praptam. From brothers, a traditional. Eldest brother had it and given to next one and then to next and then next. Still you feel tight, I have a cycle. So there was have-nots issues, a lot of hardship. We all had to travel by Vinoba travel. Vinoba, on foot, Vinoba travel. There was one Vinobaji who had done a lot of Padayatra. He walked across India. Walking 4 or 5 kilometers was so common. Going to meet relatives means you have to walk down. You can't afford these rickshaws, those days, two-wheelers, bicycles, the pedal rickshaws. No, it is just walk down. It was that thinking. And suppose you get a cycle to go, that is something more. And it was so common to find couple going on cycle. With a baby sitting on the front, and another in the lap. And the cycle seat was only stainless steel, nothing else, no cushion. There was nothing. It was actually stand to put the vastus. You go, simple. There was dearth. Still dukkha. Today, all problems are emotional and cognitive problems, ego problems. And the society is so judgmental. This has to be done this way, this is not. If it does this, this is not good. If it does this, this is good, like that. You have all ideas. So, when you see duality, mrityoho mrityum apnoti. Continues the same mantra, the same point in its next mantra. See the next mantra. Manasa eva idam aptavyam neha nanasti kinchana mrityus samrityum gacchati ya iha naneva pashyati manasaivedam aptavyam neha nanasti kinchana mrityus samrityum gacchati ya iha naneva pashyati manasaivedamidam aptavyam neha nanasti kinchana mrityos samrityum gacchati ya iha naneva pashyati. Yaha nana iva pashyati. One who sees duality, one who sees multiplicity. Mrityoho mrityum gacchati. He goes to death from death. See the second line of this mantra and the previous mantra is same. That is means the effect of ignorance. If you are ignorant, what will happen? That means this human body is meant for moksha. Utilize it and get release for it. He says, mrityoho mrityum apnoti naneva pashyati. And the first line what it was here, yadeveha tadamutra yadamutra tadanviha. What is here is there, what is there is here. This is a clear mantra of non-duality. I don't know where people get idea. See, this is Maya. Maya is what? The effect. Universal effect, general effect of Maya is first, you take yourself to be small fellow. I am small, individual, limited. Second is what? The world is big, different from me. Third is what? Oh, Ishvara is somewhere sitting. Little variation. Ishvara is not here at all, somewhere. Jagat, so Jeev, Ishvara Bheda. Jeev, Jagat Bheda. Then Jada Chetana Bheda. There are inner things and sentient things. Then Jagadishvara Bheda, Pancha Bhedas. Jeev Bhedas. I am small and there are like me many. 2. Second, Jeev Bheda. Different individuals. Jeev Jagat Bheda. I am different from the world. Then Jagadishvara Bheda. There is no Ishvara here. And lastly, Jeeveshvara Bheda. Bhagavan is different. And in Jagat also there is a subdivision. Jada and Chetan. It's natural to take Ishvara as separate. And somehow, this all religion across Himalayas, outside Himalayas, have created a feeling, oh God. They look upon God. In India also they have started. This is their Muslim concept, Allah, Asmani Kitab. So we also say Upar se. upar wala jane. Now there is no upar. There is nothing up. Still it is so vivid and people talk this. Now we study geography. I always have a question. In geography, you know there is a globe like this, correct? So suppose our India is just above Mediterranean. You are here in India. This is a Mediterranean, let us say. You are here. So when you say up is this, correct? Sitting in Gujarat. Now Japan is somewhere here. So you say up is this. US is here. You say up is this. Which up? Bhagavan would be running around. This will is color. And it will not be 360 degree. It will be 360 degree cube. Not square even. Why? Because half of the world is this side. And the half is down below also. North Pole, South Pole. And by the time you say, oh God, help, it has moved. So, Bhagavan should be like that satellite, communication satellite. There are different satellites moving at a different pace. So only you have fixed distance. What up and down? You cannot call up. Because you yourself are changing. What you say up in the morning, suppose you are facing the sun, daytime. Yeah. You call up this way. And by evening, this way. What? He is Bhagavan, a nomadic or what? Roaming around those Kachi fellows. We have those cowherd fellows. No. There is no up-down. Ours is very clean. We should feel proud about our dharma. We are the only one who says here. Therefore we pray like this, straight, not up, not down. And that too, up and down will change during Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. Earth will tilt later. And then twist will tilt that way. Doesn't work. We say Namaste. Every Hindu would know Bhagavan is here only. So we say Nara Seva, Narayana Seva. Serving humanity is serving Narayana. Even Jiva Seva, helping any creature, is also Ishvara Seva. We don't look up and down. So, Naneva Pasyati, those who sees somewhere else, that Veda, is because of here we are taught from childhood. Hindus are taught from childhood. Mother may not know the truth, but the fact she may not know, but emotionally or bhavatma, attitudinally they know. Every toddler is wonderstruck by seeing something moving. So even a toy, child is all vivid with the eyes. What is it? Baby moving. Because it has not seen movement. Hardly sees movement other than the parents. So the baby likes that movement. So when the fly or some insect is moving, it is looking, hey, what is it? The hand has not developed. It doesn't know how to hold. So fellow tries to see that as a slow, he tries to catch it. But how does it catch it? He's not softly picking. Let us, baby will do like this, hit it. Hindu mother will tell, don't kill, there is Bhagavan. Don't kill. In summer, it's so hot, the red ants, they need something cold. So usually wherever there is a water, they are around. Sometimes in the wash basin. You feel like switching on the tap. Machu honarat, machi that like damn broken. It is like that for the hands. They will be all swept away. But we are taught, no, it is papam. There is Bhagavan. Children, when they harass some street dog, they are told there is Bhagwan. Ishvara is everywhere. But still sees Nana evil. Whether you see or not, you have an attitude, that is a culture. You discover the fact, but only when you continue with the attitude and forms, someday you will discover the fact. So they hold on to the forms. Yah naneva pashyati mrutyusa mrittimapnoti. And it says, manasa eva idam aptavyam. It is to be known through mind. I will explain that tomorrow. If you don't mind, I am expecting that thing now, that whole entourage will drop. He is he has been a minister and then MP and central minister. He is still there. So now he has been given ticket from Rajkot. So he is coming to seek blessings. So there will be a big group, all honeybees around that jaggery ball. 150 fellows and police walas and all. So we have to make some arrangements. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.